Good morning. I just want to share with you a little bit more on the topic of loving God. We're talking about the six constant mitzvos and the six commandments that apply at all times. And we're focusing on the fourth one, which is the beginning of the focus on relationship with God. And that fourth mitzvah is the mitzvah of loving God. We've been talking a little bit about that. How can we be commanded to love somebody? It's an emotion, it's a feeling. The truth is that we only can love something that we know. And the more we know someone, the more we are able to truly love them. Think about a friend that you have known for years and years. You grew up with this person. You have a tremendous love for them because you've known them and you know everything about them. And even if you don't see each other or speak for a long time, the love is so deep and so real. But somebody that you've only met recently, it's very hard to say, I love this person, I just met them and I truly love them. So the more we know somebody, the more we're able to love them. And if that's true in our relationships with human beings, it's certainly true in our relationship with God. In order to fulfill the commandment of loving God, we have to know God. Now, how do we know God? God is infinite. Can't see God, doesn't speak to me. So the answer is the way to really know God is to know what he desires and to know the way he thinks, so to speak. And the way we do that is by studying his Torah. Torah is the mind of God. Torah is the will of God. When you're learning Torah, when you're studying Torah, what you're interfacing with is the divine will, the divine ratzon. And not only the divine will, but specifically what God wills and desires for us, his children, who he created. So the best way truly to really develop a love of God is to develop a knowledge of God, and that comes through the study of Torah. So my recommendation to you, to anyone who's looking to develop a deeper love of God, is to really just delve into studying Torah and learning the messages and learning the wisdom and appreciating what God is telling us in the Torah. You know, it's somebody once said that when we pray to God, we are speaking to God. But when we read Torah, when we learn Torah, when we study Torah, God is speaking back to us. He communicates to us through the words of his Torah. And it's available completely. You can go online, you can study online, you can study classes, you can go on YouTube, or you can tune into a class at L'Chaim Center, of course. This was not meant to be a plug for L'Chaim Center classes, but it is, in a sense, a great way to develop one's love of God. The Parsha class that we started recently, Ali's class on Jewish wisdom, it doesn't matter really. Just find a way to deepen your connection to Torah learning, and you'll see what happens is you're deepening your love of God. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Have a great day.